Yeah, good evening, everyone. My name is Kelvin Otus Black, and I am originally from Nigeria. Today, I will be talking about something very important. Presently, I am not in my base. I am on holiday with my family, and I really don't want to say much about my holiday because anywhere I am permitted to work. My agency is not a stagnant agency. I can work from any country, from any place that I am. So I am still working even while I'm on holiday with my family. My wife and my children, they are in their room while I am here, also working. My laptop is there. I do a lot of proposals. I send a lot of document to people, and that is it. So today I want to be talking about football, and football is all I normally talk on my channel. As you all know, the Georgian League have started, and we are always, bringing player at any time because we run a camp system that, irrespective of whether the league is on, whether the league is on break, we are still bringing in player because we are not bringing in player just because they are coming to just start playing. We are a workshop. The Masters Players Transfer Agency is a workshop. A workshop never go on break. A workshop keep working. We prepare. We are producing footballers. No matter the stage of the player, the fitness level, even the player intellect, no matter how it is when you send the player to us, when the player be in our workshop, definitely there will be a lot of changes, there will be a lot of improvement on that player after we work on the player for 3 weeks or maybe probably 1 month, sometimes 2 weeks. Depends on every player how he can adapt to the training facility we have and the training program. So we always want to let people know what kind of work we are putting in before we sell. I always tell people that Masters Players Transfer Agency is like a workshop where it's a workshop, not like a workshop where you bring a damaged car, a car that having some dent, some problem, different kind of problem that cars are having. You bring the car to the workshop. They are going to fix the car and bring it out a new brand car. That is exactly what the Masters Players Transfer Agency is doing. No matter the fitness of the player, when you are bringing a player to us, when the player arrive in Georgia and enter to the Masters camp, the player himself will confirm that his fitness is not up to the level he himself is thinking because when you are fit, you train very, very good in Africa that the weather is hot. You know, under that temperature that you have been training, your fitness can be up to 90% under that hot weather. Because you are used to be training on that hot weather for weeks, for months, and your fitness is 90% under that weather, under that hot atmosphere. And some players get up to 95% fit. They go to their maximum, because they are prepared because they know they want to come for trials. They want to travel to Europe. But one thing that they did not know is like the weather they are going to meet there is not the same climate. It's not the same weather they are already training in Africa or in that country that is hot. So when they finally arrive in Georgia, we first of all we prove to them that your fitness is okay back in your country when you are coming. But in order for we to start sending you to trial, we need to prove to you that your fitness is not okay according to the weather you are right now. And that means you are already in a cold weather, and that fitness you have is for the hot temperature. In the cold temperature, there's no way your fitness can be the same. So we have to do what we have to make it known to the player and prove it to the player. So by the time we arrive the player from the camp, from the airport, we bring the player to the camp. We give him his place to sleep. We show him around the camp, show him how we eat, what time we eat, and everything. And probably one day you are resting, you are not going for any training because you just arrived so that your body can relax good. And the next day we are bringing a program for the player. Because he already met some player, he met some player in the camp already that their level is already higher than him, so he cannot be on the same program with them. Of course, he's going to join them after some 1 week or so. But then we're going to start the player on his personal program, whereby the player will stretch very good, jog around the field like 2 times. Yeah, we don't need to jog around the field for much time, and stretch very good again, and then we pick him up from the grass. We pick him up. What I mean from from the grass of the cold temperature, the grass of the that is the we pick him from the lowest level under the temperature that is cold, because we cannot just start making him to run or whatever. So we have to pick him up, and from there take him gradually. And the first day we pass, the second day we increase, and the player get to understand that his fitness is not really for this temperature that he's in right now. So in that level, we are going to bring the player up gradually to exactly 90% of the temperature that is cold. Now, the 90% fitness that the player will be having now under this cold temperature is going to be a new, a new fitness level on cold temperature. While he came in 95% under the hot temperature weather, and that makes it that a player stand the chance of failing trials 40%. His performance on the trial, if he just arrived from Africa, from a hot country to a cold country, he stand a chance to fail the trial 40%. I just want to give it 40%. Is below 40%, but then that is how I can score it. So when you are doing trials with 60% performance, that means that your chances of passing the trial is going to be 50-50 or something very difficult, because 60% of your performance really cannot be able to give you the best performance that will make the coach or the management of the team give you a contract. So that means they don't give you time to be able to acclimatize the weather. They didn't give you time for you to get to, change the food. Because I said to you, what you carried on your stomach, is what adds to your physical energy to be able to walk. You can't go out with an hungry stomach, no matter how strong you are. You are going to be feeling dizzy, because food is very important in human system. So then, when you come in from a hot weather, a country that you know what the kind of food you are eating there, like your breakfast in the morning in Africa, your lunch, your dinner, they are not going to be the same kind of food that you'll be facing when you arrive in Europe. I have been doing this analysis to every one of you back there in Africa, wherever you are coming from, for you to understand what you are coming to face in Europe. The reason why players are failing trials, not because they are bad players, just because of all these things are not being taken care of. So when you watch my channel, you'll be able to understand a lot of things before you travel out for trials in any country you are going. So now, when you arrive in a country in Europe, different from the country that you are coming from that is hot, now the food system, your stomach has not adopted. We don't only adapt our body for the cold, we also adapt our system because the food you'll be eating on in Belgium or in France or even here in Georgia are not going to be the same food you are eating in Africa before you come into Europe. So in that situation, whatever you eat in your system, in your stomach will not just accept it at that particular first time that you eat it. So therefore, when you are in the field, you start to have a non-balanced situation on your stomach because your stomach has not acclimatized the food system, So you start to having problem running stomach while you are already training with a team, while the training is going on. And many of you don't want to go out because you are on trials. You don't want to tell the coach, I want to go to toilet. Some of you start forcing and managing it. And there's no way you can be managing a running stomach or a stomach that is not balanced. It might not really be a running stomach, but it's a stomach that is not balanced because it's still adapting on what he have inside. So you are not balanced. The cold also, the weather is unbalancing you on your body system, the cold, So all these are the things that make player to fail the trials. And when you fail that kind of trial, they count it on you. Nobody want to say the player just arrived. He need time to understand the weather or he need time to understand his food. Nobody wants to say that. They just say that the player failed the trial. And the next thing they want to do, the club want to send the player back to his country because you arrive with a club visa. And of course, the club will give you a visa to come into a country and they don't need you. There would not be any reason to allow you to stay in the country with their visa. So all you have to do, whether your parents bought your ticket or not, you have to return back. And that is what I call one chance trials. And when you engage yourself on a one chance trial and you are not given the opportunity to acclimatize, don't go for that kind of trials. That means that even if at all you need to go on a trial that you know that it could be a one chance trial, you have to tell the agent to inform the club that you cannot train with them until after 1 week. They should give you 7 days in order for you to acclimatize, which is not possible. The chances of a club to give you that kind of time is not really, it's 50-50. So which means you must to allow the club or the agent to buy the ticket if you really want you to go. Because some of the agent will ask your parents to buy the ticket or ask the player to buy his ticket, why the club will make the visa. Of course, the club is inviting you. So if at all that the agent will not accept for you, for the club to give you 1 week for you to acclimatize, train on your own personal training before you join the club, then you have to ask the agent to buy your ticket. Why the club make your visa? Because the agent has already come to Africa to watch you play football and he see you are a good player, but he wants to use the club to do the visa and he wants your parents to buy your ticket. In that way, for your parents to buy the ticket, you must to give an information to the club that they will allow you to train personally for 5 days or 1 week before you can join them. And if they allowed and they agreed for that, then your parents can buy your ticket. That is another good way you can go on such trials. So by the time you arrive in that country, you are not joining the club immediately. All you need to do is to do your personal training. Even your agent might not be there. Most of the agent doesn't go with the player. So the club has already known that you are a professional player. You have asked that you can't join them. But while they are training, you don't join them, but you are using the track. You are using the track. You have to make sure that you do what we call after warming up, stretching very good, then you have to run on the track and then you do sprinting. The first day you don't run on it, you don't do sprinting. The first day you have to do light exercise, pick up yourself, stretching, run some short running, those kind of light training you can do for your body to come up. Then the second day, you have to do what we call 100 meter. You have to sprint. You sprint 50 meter, you walk back. 50 meter of the field, you walk back. You are using the track now. Then you have to, when I mean sprint, you are sprinting above 70%. You walk back. Then you start to feel that your throat is dry. You have to start using water. You have to keep water at the side to always wet your throat. Then you see smoke coming out of it from your nose, your mouth, your ear. Then you start to take some water. Every time you need to take water to wet your throat. And you continue on your training program. So on that second day, you already warm up, you sprint 50% of the field. Then the third day, you have to come up and also warm up very good. And you have to do what goes 100% sprinting. You sprint 100% and you walk back. By the time you're walking back, your body will be telling you that, wow, is this the kind of body I'm supposed to be using for trials? Thank God that I listened to the Master's Agency boss, Mr. Kelvin, because people who listen to me, they come back and tell me, thank you. So you have to do that sprinting 100%. You sprint at least like 10 times, 100%, 100 meter, and you walk back and your body start to acclimatize. In this time that you are training, this 1 week they give you or 5 days, you know you are eating the food also. This time when you are running in the track, when you have any problem, you are not training with the team. You can easily use the toilet. So you go to the toilet and you discharge yourself there. You come back again. This time you are not with the club doing trials. So at the end of the day, what happened? You are good after 1 week or after 5 days. You are good to go. And in this time, you can pick up your chance, pick up your trial. And that is exactly the lecture I give to people. So after 5 days or 6 days they give you, by the time you join the team, my brother, you are good to pass that trial. I bet you. You are good to give the best performance that you have. Thank you very much for listening to this program. And I will be coming up with a new video. And always watch what I'm doing, watch my content, watch my advice, and key into it. Even if you are not coming to Georgia, make good use of it wherever you are going. It's going to help you to succeed in life. My aim is to make sure that players succeed because it's not easy to spend money and you go back to your country. So that is the reason why you need to always follow me on my page, follow on my YouTube, listen to my lecture, and you will take something out of it. So I have made you understand how you can travel and what you need to do when you arrive in Europe. Thank you very much. Watch out for my next video. Bye.